In this video tutorial, you will learn how to connect to the IED using the Smart Monitor software. Communication of a personal computer with the ED2 series IED is established using the Smart Monitor software. To connect to the IED via Ethernet, you need to know the network parameters of the IED. To do this, enter the parameters from the main menu in the IED. In the authorization window, press the Escape key to enter the parameter viewing mode without the possibility of editing. Next, select System Parameters, Communication Parameters, Network Parameters, IP Settings. This menu contains the parameters of Ethernet ports of the IED, IP address, subnet mask and gateway. By default, the ports are located as follows. Ethernet 0 service port is located on the front panel of the IED. It can also be located on the back of the IED without a front panel or with the option to connect a remote display. Ethernet 1 and Ethernet 2 ports located on the back panel of the IED. For example, we will connect via Ethernet 0 service port, so we select the IP address of this port. Also, for a successful connection, you must make sure that the IP address of the personal computer and the IED are on the same subnet. In our example, the IED with the given IP address and mask is located on the 162.16 subnet. Further, in the settings of the computer's network adapter, we similarly look at its IP address, mask, and come to the conclusion that the personal computer is also on the 162.16 subnet. If the personal computer is in a different subnet, it is recommended to correct the IP address of the personal computer or add an additional IP address. You can also correct the IP address of the IED itself. To do this, enter the parameters from the main menu in the IED. Next, log in with the right to edit network parameters. Then we proceed to configure Ethernet ports and set the IP address. If necessary, set the subnet mask and gateway. Having made sure that the IED and the personal computer are in the same subnet, we return to the Smart Monitor software. When starting the Smart Monitor software, the Connect to IED pop-up window appears. If necessary, this window can be opened by pressing the Connect button on the toolbar. There are two options of connection via Ethernet, automatic and manual. To automatically connect, open the Search for IEDs in Local Network window, which immediately searches for IEDs in the Ethernet network via network adapter selected by default. If the connection is made via another network adapter, then you must select it from the drop-down list, after which the search for IEDs is automatically performed. If necessary, the search can be restarted by clicking the Refresh button. When the search is completed, all IEDs found in the network will be displayed. If the list contains the IED to which the connection is being made, select it. Next, click the Connect button. If the connected IED was not found, then the connection must be configured manually. When connecting the IED manually, in the Connect to IED window, enter the IP address in the appropriate field. Leave the port value as default. In the case of using a connection via gateway, check the corresponding box and enter the gateway address. The port value is also left as default. Next, click the Connect button, after which the functional sections for working with the IED will appear. This completes the connection to the IED via Ethernet. To connect to the IED via RS-485 interface, in the Connect to IED window, go to the COM tab. Next, select the serial port of the PC, and the baud rate corresponding to the speed of the IED, and start the search. After finding the IED, click the Connect button. This completes the connection to the IED via the RS-485 interface. There is an icon on the toolbar that serves as an indicator that there is a communication between the Smart Monitor software and the IED. When the connection is broken, the indicator will change to the offline state, and a message about the loss of connection with the IED will appear on the screen. When the communication channel is restored, it is possible to reconnect to the IED by clicking on the indicator. If necessary, you can disconnect from the IED using the corresponding button on the toolbar. The next time you open the Smart Monitor software, the Connect to IED window will display previously connected IEDs with their data. To connect to one of the IEDs, it is necessary that the IED is online, which will be indicated by the corresponding icon in the communication column. Then select the IED and click the Connect button. Additionally, for each IED in the list, the protection level of the connection via Modbus protocol is displayed. An open lock means no protection, a closed one means protection, in which case user authorization will be required when connecting to the IED. Detailed information about the protection level of connection via the Modbus protocol can be found in the video tutorial on configuring the ED2 IED network parameters. The Smart Monitor software also has a handy feature that automatically starts a connection with the last connected IED at startup. To do this, check the appropriate box in the settings and, upon completion of work with the IED, close the Smart Monitor software without disconnecting from the IED. Then the next time you start the Smart Monitor software, the process of connecting to the IED will automatically start. This video tutorial is over. We hope it was useful to you. Thank you for attention.